Welcome to another journalnow.com high school football video. I'm Joe Serrera, and I'm joined this week by Reagan Raiders head coach Josh McGee. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it as always.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
You guys have a big game, obviously, this week at unbeaten East Forsyth, and you go into it with heavy hearts in the Reagan Raiders community, Reagan high school community. Loss of one of your young men recently, Emerson Pattisall.
Yeah, it's been a tough week. It's a week like none other, and our thoughts and prayers are always with the Pattisall family, and we ask that you continue to pray for those guys and comfort and peace in the weeks and years to come. And our program is especially grateful for all the support we've received, the words of encouragement. We've had programs from all over the state of North Carolina reach out and just in support. So extremely grateful for those people, and it's you said heavy hearts, and that's a true statement. But we've made it our mission moving forward to honor Emerson in everything that we do.
Yeah, the football community in North Carolina and even into South Carolina and Virginia is really strong. A lot of faith there, and I'm not surprised you got so much support. Getting back to the football game this week, not to kind of detract from what we're talking about, but your Raiders are 1-2, but that's a little bit misleading because the quality of the opponents you faced. You beat North Davidson, tough loss to Grimsley, tough loss at Charlotte Myers Park, two of probably the top 5 or 6 teams in the state, those last two. What have you learned about your team from playing that schedule?
I think we've learned we have a really good football team. That's when you play competition like that, you go into it knowing that, hey, this thing could go either way here, and you've got to play really well to win. But I've said this over and over. I scheduled those guys very intentionally, and there was a plan, and the plan was to prepare us for what lies ahead. And we played 2 really good teams, and we've lost by combined, I think, 17 points, with plenty of opportunities to have changed the outcome of the ball game, but didn't do it. So you learn from it, and that's one thing I think we have learned is that we're right there, but we also got to clean up a lot of things in order to be able to beat those type of teams.
What is your team doing well right now? Coach Willard, Todd Willard, East Forsyth, I talked to him yesterday, and he said the thing that jumps out at him watching your team play is just how much better you are defensively, how aggressive you are, how you're taking things away from other teams. That's obviously something that's going on. And what else are you guys doing well right now?
Yeah, and we'll stay talking about our defense. I feel like we've stopped the run really, really well. The big plays that we've given up have been in the passing game, and so we've got to do some things better on the back end. But we've done an outstanding job of stopping the run, and offensively, we've done one heck of a job of taking care of the football. It's you talk about that all the time, but it's a most important thing to an offensive group is taking care of the football. And I think we've turned it over maybe one time in 3 games, and so when you have those kind of stats taking care of the ball, you're always going to give yourself a chance to win.
On the offensive side of the ball, John Gillette obviously is a guy people are talking about because he's a weapon in the passing game and the running game. But your quarterback, Cam Hill, has been outstanding. You've gotten really good play from V.J. Wilkins on the outside as a receiver. And if you're moving the ball and scoring, your offensive line's playing well. Who are some of the guys, besides the obvious ones I mentioned, who are standing out for your team?
I'm really impressed with our tight end / H-back, Jake DeLong. Jake's 180 pounds soaking wet, and at that H-back position, he's got to block some pretty big guys, whether it's a defensive end or a linebacker, and really become a huge part of that 6-man run scheme. And so he's done an outstanding job of opening holes and becoming a great blocker. We could talk about all 5 of our offensive linemen: Sam Pendleton, Spencer Webb, Spencer Shaper, Kenyon Benjamin, and Lee Patterson are doing one heck of a job. Anytime you have a running back that's having big time runs, well, there's some people that's got to be blocking for, right. And those 5 guys do a great job. The addition of Montrell Jones, we missed Montrell in the spring. He wasn't able to play, so getting Montrell back, and obviously VJ and Waylon Noble. Everybody's contributing on different levels, and everybody understands the role that they have, and it's paying off for us.
The defensive side of the ball, who's been a key to the way you guys have been stopping the run and being really aggressive over there?
Yeah, I think when you start talking about a stop and a run, it starts with your defensive line. You know, understanding gap control, and then the next layer behind those guys, which is our inside linebackers. And our defensive line is anchored by junior Samaj Turner and senior Jackson Hambaris. Those guys are doing an outstanding job on both ends, both sides, I should say. Our two inside linebackers, Noah Haynes and Nick Hall, are playing really good right now. Josh Lobbs is having an outstanding start of the season as kind of a weak side linebacker for us. And then our secondary, Jalil Rogers as a junior is really taking a leadership role on the back end and playing really well.
You guys are playing well. You're playing a team Friday night, East Forsyth, that might be playing as well as anybody in the state right now. They've been dominant in their 3 games. What do you see from this Eagles team when you prepare for them?
I think kind of what you always see out of a Todd Willard team. They're going to play extremely hard, very disciplined. They don't make a lot of mistakes. Offensively, extremely explosive. They've got weapons everywhere, and they do a really good job of getting everybody involved. A lot of times when you got that many weapons, somebody's going to get upset because they're not getting the touches that they want or whatever it may be. But I think they spread the ball around. As quarterbacks playing really well. I think the addition of the quarterback running the football this year has made them more dangerous. And then defensively, they're always consistent in how they play. They're very aggressive. They play really tough on the back end. Probably one of the best inside linebackers in this league, in R.J. Brown. But great kicking game. Kicker's really good. So
Andrew Conrad is one of the best in the state, no question.
Just always a well-rounded, well-coached football team that plays the game the right way. They play hard, and that's kind of what you've seen out of them in the last 10 years, really.
It's what you see out of a lot of teams in the Central Piedmont Conference, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about how tough this league is.
You look at who, 2 weeks ago, we played Myers Park and East. They ended up picking up Roseville, and West goes to Weddington, and Glenn goes to Chambers. I think we all want this area of football here in this triad area to be able to show what we have. And it's great players, it's great coaches, it's great schools, and it's good to get a chance to showcase those.
What do you guys need to do Friday night to come out of East Forsyth, come back from Kernersville with a win?
I definitely got to score some points. Offensively, we're going to be extremely efficient. We're going to have to. We got to be a great third down team. I think that third down is it's the money down. First and second down, those are easy to call. But those third down conversions are going to be huge to keep our offense on the field and their offense on the sideline. Take care of the football like we've been doing. It's got to be the primary focus for us. We've got to be able to eliminate the big plays on defense. They are a big play team that can hit you in so many different ways. So limit those explosive plays. And we've got to do a little bit better job in our kicking game, whether that's covering kicks or whether that's making field goals, taking points whenever we can get them.
It's going to be a great game. WMYV showing the game on TV. They picked a good one. I don't think they could have picked a better game for Friday night. We wish you nothing but luck with the game and the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.